Why is Zanzi town so important in the history of Chatsworth? The very first praying facility for Salah was built in Road 246, a structure made of wood and iron. One of the greatest orators was Hafiz Suleiman, who was the Imam and the Muallim. That piece of land where the Rahmaniya Masjid is currently built is a heritage site, a very, very blessed place. And our community in the 60s, 70s and 80s was so blessed. Some of the greatest leaders, the greatest orators, the greatest huffaz, the greatest community leaders were from that era. And in the 60s, 70s and early 80s, the entire Zanzibari community was one family. There was so much of unity, so much of muhabbat, that anything that took place, ziyarats, ratif, weddings, family functions, the entire community was one family. And there was so much of peace, so much of enjoyment. This is the era when one looks back. We had our own Big Five, the Mafia. We had that spirit, Ye, Raja, Du, and we had Boya, Amir Khan. Legends of those times. But Alhamdulillah, they were very well behaved. They were not going in people's yard and stealing things and doing those things. They were hustlers. Then we had the royal couple. That was Jack and Mummy Girl. It brings up so many fond memories. Why were we so strong? We had STC, small time Chicago, real men, real soldiers. That at that time, our district was the most feared district in the whole of Durban. That if you knew that you were from STC, from small time Chicago, nobody would touch you. You could walk anywhere in Chatsworth and people respected you. And our brothers never sat back. When there was a problem, they mobilized. History will teach you. Big gangsters learned a lesson the hard way, where our boys went in, they fought, they were victorious, they came back. A great battle that took place with the Karia gang, where they were coming into the district to attack. What a momentous occasion. Our boys, our soldiers were victorious. Not even a single vehicle entered our district. They were destroyed. We're right by Chatsworth High School. These are memories that we, the elderly, can never ever forget. We had real rovers, the pride of our community, players of great esteem, traveling all over, representing our community. Beautiful soccer they used to play. What a team. We used to follow them everywhere, wherever they went and played. Our district was so united. We used to have matches. Chatsworth High on a Sunday. You would find the banks, you would find the top. Families are all camping. They brought their lunch, they brought their cold drinks. What are they there for? They're watching 246, 245, versing 240, 244, 243. What matches we watched. Subhanallah, that was the joy of the 60s, 70s and 80s. We had heroes in our community. Heroes that represented us in the field of sports. Heroes like Deez Abdul, Imagine sitting and watching a black and white TV or a color TV if your family had money, and you are sitting there and watching our hero, Diz Abdul, representing the Zanzibari community in the PSL. What an honor it was. We have so much to be grateful for. The only difference is that time we had warriors, that time we had unity, that time we were one family. Almost every yard there were fruit trees, there were flower trees, there was brightness. I miss those days, and we were united. Nobody could touch us. Nobody could interfere with us. Whether it was 11 o'clock at night or 2 o'clock in the morning, we could walk anywhere, safe. Today, that barakah is gone, that noor is gone. We don't have unity anymore. Our district has been taken over by people we don't even know. Will we ever see those glorious days? Highly unlikely. Because today, everybody are now for themselves. Imagine an untouchable district. Today, any Tom, Dick and Harry can walk in, take whatever they want and walk out. Our district has gone to a stage where our community are no longer safe. You cannot leave your doors open. You cannot leave your windows open. You cannot be sitting in your own property. At night you have to sleep with your one eye open. That is a state of deprivation and degradation that we see today in our community. How do you think the elderly that built up the community, made it strong, and now they are gone? How do you think they would be feeling if our current community is presented to them? It's something that we need to think about. Those of us born in King's Rest, those of us that are from the older era, we can tell you all this without any doubt. We cry every single day. We think of our freedom, walking all the way to Seven Tanks, walking into the bushes in Silver Glen. Freedom! Climb any tree you want like a monkey. Break your mangoes. Do what you want. Absolute freedom. Today you can't walk in your own property. The question is, how long will we allow this to go on? Which day are we going to suddenly wake up and say, you know what, today is a day to claim back our community and claim back our area? People are dying every day. We are hearing of people being killed, people being shot, people being robbed. Women are being raped. Men are being assaulted. Yet nobody stirs, nobody does anything. So will it take a very, very great tragedy for us to actually wake up? And for me, the biggest disappointment is that we have become so weak, we can't even protect our own masjid. I can tell you this, in the 60s, 70s, and even 80s, if the masjid was broken into, the masjid was damaged, our soldiers would never have slept until they caught the perpetrators, and justice would have prevailed. Today, both Rahmania and Iqbalia are under siege. Things are being stolen on a regular basis. And that is a place of worship, that is a house of Allah. How did we become so weak that we can't even protect the house of Allah? So I guess what I'm saying is from my heart, that what was gold has now become cheaper than iron. What the community was and what the community has become, it's very, very sorrowful, especially for a person like myself, that even when we walk into the community, We don't feel happy. We don't feel that peace. We don't feel that welcome. That we are so blessed with so many ulama, so many huffaz, that yet our district has got no nur. So let us sit and think. Let us recap. And let us find ways together on how we can become a unified community again. That all our differences has to be set aside. And whatever fitna has come into our district, that we have to find ways to overcome that fitna and protect ourselves and rise. Rise with the kalima la ilaha illallah. Rise with Muhammadur Rasulullah. Rise and make that our anthem. Make that our start. Let us start marching, my respected brothers and sisters. Let's fight for our dignity. Let's fight for our freedom. Let us leave this dunya as heroes, not as cowards. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keep us on the path of righteousness. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive us for all our weaknesses. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept all our noble du'as. Ameen. Ya Rabbul Alameen. Jazakallahu khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
الرحمن الرحيم سبحان الذي أسرى بعبده ليلا من المسجد الحرام إلى المسجد الأقصى الذي باركنا حوله لنريه من آياتنا إنه هو السميع البصير وآتينا موسى الكتاب وجعلناه هدى لبني إسرائيل ألا تتخذوا من دوني وكيلا ذرية من حملنا مع نوح إنه كان عبدا شكورا وقضينا إلى بني إسرائيل في الكتاب لتفسدن في الأرض مرتين ولتعلن علوا كبيرا فإذا جاء وعد أولاهما بعثنا عليكم عبادا لنا أولي بأس شديد فجاسوا خلال الديار وكان وعدا مفعولا